These are the Releaf leaf scoops. There's a pair of these here. And for me personally, one of the most hated yard work chores that I do around the house is cleaning up leaves after they've been raked into a pile. You know, it's messy. It's hard to pick the leaves up, hard to put them away, whether you're putting them in recycle bags or what I do is use them as mulch. It's just a kind of a pain to do. And I'm always looking for easier ways to do yard work. And these leaf scoops are a cool idea, and they definitely make life a bit easier at getting, you know, yard debris picked up. These are plastic scoops, and I'll show you kind of what they look like underneath here. A large plastic scoop. They have handles here on the top. Let me scoot that back a little bit so you can see that you put your hand into here. Let me kind of demonstrate that. Just like that. I've got a little crooked, but there we go. You put your hand into like that, and you use both of these to kind of, and let me get the other one, to kind of scoop up the leaves and debris in the yard. Now, it does take a little bit of practice with these to do. It's a little too cold for me to kind of demonstrate outside, and plus I don't really have a camera set up for that purpose. But it works pretty well at picking up the debris. Since they're, you know, our plastic, you know, they clean up pretty well. They've got storage holes here, hooks for you know, putting hooks in and hanging up on the wall and keeping out of the way. And they do a pretty good job at picking up debris without getting debris and stuff all over you. With a couple small improvements with these things, in my opinion, these would be perfect yard devices. For one, the plastic handles here where your hands go underneath and into this little slot here is a bit uncomfortable, especially this plastic handle that's against your wrist as you're picking them up. Even with gloves on, it's a bit uncomfortable. They would have done you know, an improvement here if they would have put some padding, especially here on the handle area underneath, and even a little padding here as well to make it a little bit more comfortable to hang on to and hold, and maybe more of a natural hand grip as opposed to what they've got here with kind of a slot. They've been a lot more comfortable. The other thing is, I think on the end of the scoop here, as you can see, is just kind of a smooth end. Would have probably done a little bit of a better job at picking up debris if there had been some like little teeth cut into the plastic to kind of give you a way to scrape those last little bits of yard waste that's left behind. Even with that aside, though, this is a clever idea. It helps save me time out in the yard when cleaning up the yard, and I think it's a pretty clever device. Again, those little improvements would make it next to perfect, but right now I give it 4 stars.